In his work Believers, a Novella and Stories, Charles Baxter delves into the profound impact of belief on people's lives. Whether it's the faith of a religious nature or the trust that one partner has in another, enabling a romantic relationship to flourish, Baxter showcases how belief, or its absence, shapes individuals' life paths. Baxter explores how belief can blind people, as evident in situations involving love and fascism. Through in-depth character analyses, Baxter unveils how love necessitates wholeheartedly trusting something beyond oneself, defying rationality and demanding an unwavering and unquestioning commitment, much like fascism. As a skilled writer, Baxter keenly observes the intricacies of human behavior, adeptly portraying intimate interactions that reveal profound truths about the human condition. In the short story Reincarnation, three couples gather around a dinner table, engaging in conversation. Initially, the thoughts expressed by each person appear vague and poorly considered, but the discussion gradually shifts to the topic of life after death. After some banter, one of the men at the table suddenly erupts in anger, shocking the other diners. Frustrated by the direction of the conversation, he accuses the others of insincerity and callousness in their remarks. He asserts the absurdity of discussing such trivial matters while there are people in the world enduring extreme suffering. He hints at a recent doctor's visit, suggesting a potentially serious illness, possibly HIV. However, the story concludes abruptly, leaving the reader in suspense regarding the characters' allusions. However, the actions of the characters and their tenderness and affection toward each other convey their own significant meaning. In the next building I Plan to Bomb, the main character, Harry Edmonds, stumbles upon a scrap of paper caught in the wind. On it, a crude drawing and the phrase from the title are scrawled at the top. This discovery forces Harry to confront the notion that he is a safe person, a label he despises. He begins to ponder what it takes to become a bomber, considering the mental strength and unwavering willpower it requires. Harry acknowledges his own perceived weakness in comparison but finds himself strangely drawn to the idea of committing such an act of violence. It becomes evident that this small scrap of paper has irrevocably altered Harry's life. In Time Exposure, Walter Gladfelter, a middle-aged auto mechanic, leads a life dominated by routine and predictability. However, everything changes when he overhears a man at a bar recount a story about murdering a young boy and burying the body in an empty lot. To Walter's shock, the man turns out to be his upstairs neighbor, seemingly boasting about a heinous crime he got away with. Walter grapples with the belief that the story might be true, despite his wife's assurance that she saw a similar tale on a TV show the previous week, suggesting the man was merely retelling fiction. Nevertheless, Walter remains disturbed by his neighbor's audacity in narrating such a horrifying story as if it were fact. Driven by revulsion, he takes drastic action by sabotaging the neighbor's car, resulting in a serious accident. Appalled by her husband's behavior, Walter's wife decides to confront their upstairs neighbor, and her investigation leads her to consider the possibility that the man might indeed be guilty of the crimes Walter suspected. In Saul and Patsy Are in Labor, the central character, Saul, experiences a profound sense of melancholy as he perceives his position in the family being overshadowed by their recently born child. Saul, employed as a teacher, faces a challenging situation with two students in his remedial English class who appear utterly resistant to absorbing his teachings. These young boys exhibit violent and hazardous tendencies, and when they tail Saul to his home one day, a surge of protective rage surges within him. He confronts one of the boys, physically shaking him until his wife intervenes. Despite the apparent callousness of the boy's demeanor, Saul's wife insists that they bear a responsibility toward him. It becomes clear that, within a society undergoing secularization, many young individuals are adrift, lacking a sense of purpose or direction for their beliefs. Throughout these stories, it is evident that the characters' actions stem from deeply held beliefs. Whether the veracity of these beliefs holds any significance appears to be inconsequential. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.